Hey guys, so if you want to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. If you want to follow me on Instagram, look at my Amazon storefront and follow my podcast called I Talk A Lot and rate it 5 stars, even though I have not posted an episode in a very, very long time. So this is going to be kind of like a fun facts about me, but more like things that I used to do that are weird or I currently do. And when I say weird, I just mean like things that are not like typically normal. Like I have OCD, so a lot of these things are kind of related to OCD. So if you do have OCD, you can kind of like understand why I do these certain things. So first one, so now this is not OCD, this just like completely happened once. I had like a big fat surgery in 2014, and that one like really changed my life. It literally made my life like go to like hell. And I mean, I'm kind of like living in hell. It's literally will be like next year in August will be 10 years of like hell, which is a freaking long time. So, which is, I like to eat foods, like my foods, obviously, with plastic utensils. Ever since I had that surgery, I just cannot use metal utensils. Like, I hate the feeling. Like, I can touch it, like when I'm doing the dishwasher and like putting it in, putting it out, like I can touch it, but putting it in my mouth and using it, like to eat, just grosses me out. Like, I don't throw up or gag, but like I want to. Like, my body just kind of gets the heebie-jeebies, and it just like, I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but it hurts, but not really. Like, I actually don't get any pain, like, in my mouth, like, no sensation of pain, but it feels like I'm in pain because I'm so uncomfortable and I hate the taste of metal. Like, I don't like metal straws, and that's why I got glass straws instead of metal ones, but also because I like to see through them. But, like, anything metal related, like, involving foods, I hate it. Like, I hate using metal utensils. When I go to like fancy restaurants, I can use metal utensils. I just prefer not to, but since if you're at a fancy restaurant, hello, it's obvious it's going to be there. But I mostly get pasta, and so when I have the pasta, I try not to get my lips on the like fork as directly. So like I try my best not to like put my lips and my tongue on the actual metal fork. I know that's kind of like really hard for you guys to understand, but I don't know how to explain it without physically showing you. Next one is I like to crack my knuckles and my neck. This isn't really OCD related. I've just always enjoyed it. Like, I like to do it like here. So I can't crack this thumb anymore because I kind of broke it. I think I broke it, meaning because it's like a normal thumb, because I'm double jointed and my thumb can do this, and my thumb can kind of do this, but it kind of hurts, and like I can't crack it as much, words as much, so that's why I consider I broke it. Next one is this is OCD related. So this is where I wash my hands and I use 3 pumps of soap, 6, 12, or 24. And so 3 if I'm like in a rush, 6 if I'm like not in a rush, and I normally tend to use 6 sometimes. 12 is like if I, like touch the ground or something like that. I don't know like how to explain it. Like something that's dirty but not super gross, like. But 24 is when I touch things that are super gross. That if I'm picking up poo, if I'm picking up pee from like my dogs, or like the pee-pee pads, or like I step in it on my foot, I will have to wash my foot, like, and I put 12 pumps of hand soap on it. And yes, I know, like, it is crazy. I will literally count 1, 2, 3 up to 24, and like I will do it like every single time. I always count it in my head, and it's not like if I don't hit the number, I don't like freak out. I've done it before, and I don't, like, I just don't, sometimes I forget, or, like, I go a little too fast, and then I put, like, a little extra or less. So, like, if I do that, I don't freak out. I don't have a bunch of anxiety. Luckily, it's just, like, preferably, I just tend to do it. But, like, subconsciously, sometimes I don't realize I don't get it. Like, not sometimes, sorry, wrong word, not subconsciously. Sometimes I don't do it and I don't freak out. That was really hard for me to explain it to you guys. Next one is, excuse me, I used to wear fuzzy socks all the dang time. This was like probably like maybe after I got sick, maybe like that Christmas, 2014 Christmas, or 2015 Christmas, I don't know, or like winter time I should say. So I started wearing fuzzy socks, and then I just kept wearing my fuzzy socks literally forever. Like I kept wearing it, I think for like 2.5, maybe close to like 3 years, and I completely stopped, literally straight. And I would, like, when it was the summertime and springtime, I would take my shoes off, wear like sandals or flip-flops, and then when I get back in the car, I put my socks right back on. Like, it's not an OCD thing, maybe it was, I don't know. I just felt more comfortable in it. Like, I didn't like freak out if I didn't have to wear socks. I just preferred it, and it was like keeping my feet comfy and cold. Same thing with like leggings. Like I literally was in a legging phase like forever, like probably a little bit longer than the fuzzy socks. But like I think once I got out of school, elementary, I completely stopped wearing pants, like jeans. I wore like short jeans and like leggings, but besides that, I just never wore jeans ever. That is not an OCD thing. I just never really liked wearing jeans. It was always so cold when you put them on, especially if it was like the fall time and winter time. And then later on the day, it would get so hot. So I preferred leggings instead. Anyways, I'm talking way too much, and I'm terrible at this. Next one is, this is kind of gross. I still do this currently. It's not an OCD thing, but so when I take my earrings out, because like sometimes I have like really cheap earrings, and luckily I'm able to handle like cheap earrings, like, you know, like the fake gold, fake sterling silver, fake stuff. So when I take them out, for example, I take this one, and it comes with like green stuff because it's like fake, but also because my ears, you know, are dirty. You know, I never really change them out, really, and just because I like the ones that I'm wearing. Anyways, so I clean them up, and then I just clean up the sides of this, and then I like to smell it. Like, I don't smell it like this, but I smell it from my fingers, and I don't know why, I just do. I think I've been like that for quite a while. It just randomly happened, so it's like, I don't know. Same thing where if I scratch my head, I'll smell it. Same thing with my ears. If I have like earwax, I like to smell it. Like, I don't know why, I just do. I know that it's like super weird and maybe gross to you guys. Next one is, I like using pens for sticky notes. And so, for example, literally, I have this on pens. Like, you would think I could use pencil because I could erase it, you know, but no, I like using pens. I prefer using pens, especially if I'm writing like a grocery list. If my mom and I are going to Publix or Walmart, I like to use pens instead of like pencils. I don't know why, I just started doing that. I don't know when exactly, I just like realized it and recognized it literally as soon as like I was like trying to put this video together. Next one is, I don't use deodorant. This is not an OCD thing, I just never have. I know this is gross, but for me, I don't really ever get BO, and sometimes I do use deodorant if I'm like smelling like really stinky, or if I'm sweating a lot, I will use it. But majority of the time, I really don't ever, because one, I don't ever go out, but two is most of the time the shirts that I'm wearing, typically are just like short sleeve shirts, but if I'm not like filming a video or I just literally sleep naked. Lately I've been doing that just because it's been a thing, and you know, my body temperature's been going like crazy, so I'm trying to like get it readjusted. I don't know. It's something, it happened with my thyroid medication that I used to take. Anyways, moving on to the next one is not a OCD thing. I don't know if this is weird. I consider it weird, maybe. I don't know. Is I'm obsessed with gold things. I have a video called like I have a problem, and like literally I'm psychotic. Like I have a problem. Now it doesn't mean everything I see like I have to get it, but majority of the times things that are like brassy gold I want. Like sometimes I see things that are like, oh, that's so pretty, I want it, but like I realistically I actually don't want to go get it one day. Like I'm very particular in the things that I like, especially like home decor and like knickknacks. I'm not really into like the sparkly knickknacks or like certain things. I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but like I'm very particular in the things that I like. But simple things like, example, like a lighter, a candle holder, a candle wicker, a candle snuffer, like scissors, a lamp, like literally anything that is able to come in like gold or like a gold looking color, I love. Like I'm obsessed. Like I want it. It is obsessive, and I have a problem, and I have so many things, let me tell you. Next one is I get hyperfixations on foods, and I didn't realize this apparently is a part of people with ADHD. I do not have ADHD, I just have autism, and lately I don't know why, maybe I guess it's was when I became sick like really badly, maybe, I don't know. I just became like super hyper fixated on this one specific food. A lot of it was pasta, but besides that, sometimes now like I would be hyper fixated on just specifically eggs, and then I get tired of eggs. Grilled cheese, I would literally eat it, and that was the only thing I wanted for like my meals. Like I did not want anything else. Like I ate other things, but like that was my craving. If I did not have it, it did not fix my craving. Same thing like with there's like a sandwich, like I love sandwiches. Like I specifically was like in a mood for sandwiches or sushi. I'm in a craving for sushi. One, because I love it and it's good, but I'm just craving it. Like wings, you know, like pasta, like things I'm just in craving. Like I wanted it so bad. Like I was like, give it to me now. It was as if I was like pregnant, but I was never really pregnant. Don't worry, I'm not. Next one is I like to use cotton swabs sometimes, and I had some sticking in my ears, because don't do that, that's bad. I like to use it for my nose, and it was like really bad because I can't blow my nose out a lot of the time, and I know there's snot, and so I try to pick my finger out, but in order for me to not wash my hands and, you know, get my hands dirty, is I would take the cotton swab and like push my nose out and look inside the mirror and try to figure out where the snot is, especially when it was like TMI, like wet and gooey, because like I would try so hard to blow my nose, especially when I first got like my nose like fixed. Like that year and a half like was really me not consistently doing it, but every time like my nose had a really hard time blowing getting snot out of it, I would use that. Next thing is that I, for some reason, only down my Dr. Peppers, and when it's in a can, like when it's like in a bottle, I don't do it. Sometimes I do if I'm like really, if it's like the liter and like the giant ones, I will sometimes. But if it's just like normally like the 6-pack or 8-pack of bottles in the plastic containers, I won't down them as much because it's a lot harder for me to digest. I used to be obsessed with Dr. Pepper, still am, but like super obsessed, where like I would drink it like every week, and it was like literally like thing. I had to have it. It was so good. I'm still addicted to it, but not as much. Next one is that when I'm baking cookies or muffins, so for example, this past year, maybe last year, I baked a lot of chocolate chip cookies like throughout the year, and so what I would do that I would make 2 batches, and then I would also make my mom's low fat low faux map muffins, banana and chocolate but muffins, and I would make that like literally all together. Like for me, my thing is I don't know, I guess it's a part of my OCD thing, is that I just like when I get in a baking mood, I like to do it all at once. I don't like separating it into days, where like now we're making like 9 cookies in total, or 9 things for desserts, and I wanted to do it like all in one day. Realistically, you can't do that all in one day because it takes a long time. You're using ovens and stuff like that, but like I wanted to do like all of it at once. Realistically, again, I can't do that, but I was determined to do it if I could and if I had the energy to do it. Next one is that I get really satisfied when my ears are cleaned out from the ENT. Like I go to the ENT to get my ears cleaned out like twice a year, and I love getting it. Like it's so satisfying. It's like like a nice thing. It's like a nice feeling. So much. I love it. Next one is I just like break or snap my split ends. This is part of my OCD thing, is like once I see a split end, like I have to break it. It's like annoying if I don't cut it, break it, or whatever, or I pluck the hair out of my head. I know it doesn't like fix it at all. I know. It just helps me, from my brain, to think, oh, I'm getting it, even though I know it doesn't, but it helps me calm my brain from doing that. Last one, I already said this before, but I used to sleep naked when I was younger, and I'm kind of doing that now, but I'm only doing it because I've been like recently like really hot. I don't know, it's the winter time. My body heat, I don't know, is like messed up. I get hot when it's like not when it's cold. I don't know why still. Maybe it's like my hormones are like out of whack completely. I have no idea, but lately I've just been doing that. So yeah, I don't know why. But I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys!